India Arc Dialogue is the flagship platform of the FCML Design Initiative, or FCDI. Initiated in 2016, IAD is envisioned as a very public forum of intellectual exchange and engagement around architecture. The idea behind IAD is for architecture to host other arts, design, and modes of creative expression, so that architects benefit from new ideas, while the layperson gets a glimpse into a variety of creative processes, not least of which is architectural design. Titled Moments in Architecture, IAD 2018 was a curation on architectural photography. In this way, it took forward the curatorial legacy of its previous two editions, themed around architectural models and architectural sketches. As a platform, IAD 2018 was structured around a month-long exhibition of 184 carefully curated works by some of the best photographers from around the world. The gallery of the exhibition was laid out as rooms within a room that segregated the images on display into 11 curatorial themes, each reflecting the complex relationship between space and the still image. Over 2 weekends, 4 evenings of curated talks were organized where some of the best creative minds from the world of architecture, interior design, photography, communication design, the visual arts, and fashion design came together and shared their notions and thoughts on the still image or their moments in architecture. Besides this, IAD 2018 played host to the launch of Women Architects and Modernism in India by Madhavi Desai. It also saw the launch of Joginder Singh's monograph on DD Contractor's work, titled An Adobe Revival, and the pre-release screening of Sundaram Tagore's opus on Louis Kahn, called The Tiger City. Year after year, the core values and curatorial theme of India Arc Dialogue are held together by the design of its venue. As with previous years, the Pièce de Résistance was the venue of the talks, a hall we playfully dubbed the chapel. This year, the chapel was an architectural effort in modulating darkness in order to perceive light. From material to construction to lighting and detail, the chapel turned camera obscura, recording brilliant ideas captured in pure light.
Well, first of all, I think the theme is wonderful. The idea of collecting different arts together, architecture, photography, is really very interesting. So excited to be here screening my film. Love the black box because I felt I could have been in the Venice Architectural Biennale.
It's a wonderful event, and I'm taking with me all this knowledge that it will take a very long time to encounter if I was traveling on my own.
Space is really nice. One of the things that is always sort of disappointing is when you go to conferences and they're full of advertisements, or it's in spaces that as architects we're not very comfortable in.
You know, I have to say I'm not an expert in either photography or architecture, and that I think makes it even more special that you can come here as a layperson, and the photographs that I saw were absolutely eye-catching.
There's a certain atmosphere here which one doesn't quite see. It's very special, this sort of black and this kind of lighting. I love the signage that's been done here of all the, the participants, I guess.
Yeah, I'm going to speak a little bit about the abstraction of architecture. My photography many times becomes abstract as I pursue to express the elements of design. So my photography will talk about that.
You were able to sort of see how each one either fed off the other, each discipline, and also sometimes what each discipline in itself, how it could push itself with this issue of either documentation or representation, or even using the medium of photography to feed back as a thinking tool.
It's just a reservoir of thoughts, and it's important to be thought leaders, and if this becomes a platform to kind of generate that, I think it's beautiful, and so nice to see a very beautiful mix of people around.
Photography is one means of communicating to a wider public the idea of the building, the notion of the building, which is important for our society and for cultural understanding, and also for history.